Wow, that worked out. What up, boys and girls? It's me, it's your man, True Armor. Uh, and we are podcasting again. So, I've been doing some research, and ran me down rabbit holes as always. Uh, no hate. I like rabbit holes. I can totally deal with rabbit holes. Okay, just checking to see where we're streaming and if we're streaming to all platforms. So I looked at a friend of mine. Yep, let's meet that. I looked at a friend of mine who was gaming on Haps, and the problem is the resolution of the games dropped from 1080 to like 150, and yeah, you can't have that. Something tells me in a year or so, Haps will be banging. Then you can do all things on it, but it is what it is. Yeah. Even now, I'm looking. Excuse me, and doesn't seem awesome, but it is what it is. What it is, isn't it? But something tells me. Yep. Let's mute this. All right. Yeah, it's wiggy on all platforms. All right, let's just drop this. Oh, that's not good. So I'm sorry. Remember, this is the internet, and you're talking to Rad. It's not television where the broadcast standard is 100 years old, and there's a lot of nonsense and BS. Right. This is me in my small little place talking to you. I cannot believe like the Haps. Oh man, I don't even. I can't even get into it. Had quite a day. We had a good stream this morning. Just before it began to, it's still cloudy here. Just before it rained here, and rained hard. It was nice. A good hard rain. It washed my car. I got nothing done. I was totally, completely. I'm gonna need these. Put this back here. So I think I'm gonna get the majority of it. Don't want to lose my harmonica. The majority of it done. Let's put this at the feet of the board. I think I'm gonna try and get the majority of it done tomorrow. We're gonna do the 7 a.m. show broadcast. Is it a show? Is it a program? Is it a what is it? I don't even know what it is. Where we are gonna crush this metronome thing. I'm really thinking that we're gonna keep learning chords and stuff, but it's just too loud. Because I'm telling you, let's put that here. Yeah, I think we're gonna still learn chords and stuff with the notes. And the metronome. I think we're gonna concentrate on the metronome, on strumming, and the chords and the notes. Right. We've been making pretty decent progress running at it, but I think we need to slow down a little bit to make sure that we hit our targets. Right. We want to know a bunch of chords. We want to master that fretboard before we even touch a song. So when we see something, we know where all the notes and all the chords are, not just up at high, but at the low end. It's not low, well, at the high end, which is the low end of the guitar, and the deeper notes, which are at the top of the guitar. And I mean, it looks good on paper, but I'm pretty sure it should stand up because, like the example I keep using is, we're gonna have all this stuff we don't know what to do with. It's like a kitchen, right? So we got canned stuff, we got frozen stuff, we got stuff that you don't need to refrigerate, right? You got stuff that can sit on the counter. You got stuff that you need to refrigerate, and you got enough stuff that needs to be frozen. So when you go cook a meal, you might reach into one of all those things and get a can of this and a steak out of here, and reach into the fridge and get some vegetables that store. Do you make a meal? And that's what we're doing. By the time it's time to make that meal, we know what's in the kitchen, right? We know how to implement what's in the kitchen. Now we're sort of learning what's in the kitchen. You know, in this kitchen, we've got a couple of chords going on. We've got a couple of uh, chords and notes and hunger and discipline, right? That's what we got so far. It's not a lot, but 2 days for the last definitely 2 weeks. What's today's show number? 14, right? So that right there is 28 shows essentially. Um, yeah, 20 minutes. They normally take an hour minimum, right? But we normally keep on our track, even as we're tired or the rain messes us up, or sometimes the app is wonky. We have been on point, but we're trying to make not just a roadmap to where we want to go. We're trying to make it's not a roadmap. Yeah, I think we're trying to make sure we have all the provisions before we go, right? All the provisions are as many chords as possible, not just a few, right? Because I think 'cause if we had a teacher, they would probably be telling us to learn a song right by now, right? It's been a month, and I think that makes sense because you'd be bored. But this is 45 minutes, and then you'd want to after you get tired of doing the chords, you want to do something else. So you know, but this is 2 hours minimum a day, minimum, right? So I think our progress, and by if this was an hour, right, it would be already 14 sessions, and those 14 sessions are, God, we need to calculate the hours and then do 45 minutes. We probably had, it says 14 days, but we probably had easily, if we're doing 2 and 3 hour sessions, and one day we stream for 10 hours one day. Was it 10 hours? Yeah, it was 10 hours. It was 4 in the morning and 5.5 at night. 4.5 in the morning and like 5.5. Oh, it was on a Sunday. 10 hours of guitar, like goofiness. That's not bad. So I think we would, if we were paying for instruction and doing 45-minute sessions, we'd have that. But we're sort of gluttonous with this, right? Uh, but so I think when we finally open a book, we're going to know a lot of what the stuff is, even though it's foreign to us. And then we'll just have to read it more. And like I said in another example, it'll be like kids, right? Kids learn, they get their first read and they have trouble with that word is Mississippi. Then you recognize it. Now I don't need to sound it out. I recognize the word. And that's what's going to happen. I don't need to look for that chord. I know where that chord is. Bam. I know where this chord is. Bam. We're going to do the pentatonic up and down the fretboard. We're going to know it cold. We're going to know all the notes. Um, yeah, and soon. And I'm not talking about like in November or December. I mean like soon. The next few weeks. And probably sooner than the next few weeks. Because like I said, we're doing like 4 hours a day here. We're eating up a lot of and we're making a lot of music, right? So it's not the music is rudimentary right now, right? We're trying to pour it into our soul, but it's still music, right? Uh, and it's ours, right? So we're gonna learn some good songs, and I won't even repeat our successes because I do it all the time, and you know what they are. But it is the weekend. We're not gonna be too hard on you. I understand that you slide out of here early. I was 3 minutes late. I apologize. Come on, we're even dialing that in. Um, we were always getting here 15 minutes later, so not anymore. You know why? Because I have respect for your time and I have respect for what we're trying to do here. So you just can't keep phoning it in, showing up drunk on stream, uh, or any of that stuff. We've done none of that. Even though we sip on stream, we don't get blotto and put the guitar down and blah. We tell stupid stuff. We talk about the politics, right? I treat this broadcast like it's a bar, right? Uh, bar friends essentially. So we'll do some playing with what we're here for. We'll talk some smoke. We'll try and get a couple of laughs in. Oh, let's put this down. And that's not good. Let's just start that. Should I plug that in? A good rule of thumb is always let like your batteries at least once a month wear completely down, and then charge it. Yeah, I have to get another battery for PL Smith. Don't even get me started on what I need to get. I mean, there's a lot of problems. Somebody comes in at night when I'm asleep and paints my hairs gray, and then they steal the hair on top of my head and they stick it in my ears. So as soon as I find out who this is, I've tried to call the police. The police don't care. Um, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like those are the people who are also sneaking in, stealing my musical talent. Why my fingers don't run as fast? Like age gnomes, I think they're called. So, fingers still a little sore. I had a conversation in the earlier session, the AM session. We're calling them. Uh, 2 days. We got to get some more 2 days in. And I was looking at Stevie. Is it Stevie Vai or Stevie Ray Vaughan? Had a guitar practice of 10 hours. So I was looking at some of that, and some of the stuff looked good, but I couldn't get the the notation. But I think that might be a little above our head. What we need is we also said we're going to do more standing up and playing the electric. So maybe I'll do that today, even though I don't have socks on. So don't get a foot fetishy on me. No disrespect, but feet are disgusting. What are people doing? There's a whole bunch of other stuff to look at on people. People looking at feet. Ugh. I was also thinking out. Was also thinking about. We all know that I'm bad with strumming, so I got to do more strumming. I may do that off stream, but at least a day of strumming on stream, which won't be anytime. Well, I won't say anytime soon. It'll likely be next week. I'm gonna work my ass off on it to metronome without you here, and then I'm gonna. Well, the progress of it is to show progress, right? Maybe I will do. Maybe I'll do one in the likely July 4th is Sunday, and today is Friday. That means only tomorrow would be my option. I'll do it sometime next week, and then I'll do it maybe every fifth day or so, just to see if there is any progress on my strumming. But I think today we're going to work on the metronome, which is I've also been trying to sort of get tight with, and having, quite frankly, no luck. So we're going to augment this with some studying and some boot camp stuff. I need to fix my metronome issue. All right, let's put this out. I don't have any drinkage. I hate the term martinis, but I'm beginning to appreciate it. I like to sip while I'm here, but I can't keep sipping whiskey. I might probably sip whiskey today. Hey, let it be. Water is good. I drink so much water. I mean, this is always here and it's always cold. But variety is the spice of life, right? You want something else, even though it's not alcohol related. And like I said, I just think the term mocktail is just freaking ridiculous. Like I spoke earlier about this whiskey that I like. It's a peanut butter whiskey. And as I bought it, the guy was telling me about these chocolate schnapps. And when I have them together, it's like drinking peanut butter and jelly. I was like, but I was thinking in my head, why would I do that? I'm not trying to be 5. You know what I mean? People are. I mean, he was being helpful, but I think that it's the clientele thinks that's cool. So he was like, "Hey, let me share this information that everybody likes." And I'm definitely not your average. I'm just kind of like, dude, just give me the whiskey and stick a straw in it, and I'm out of this fucking liquor store. Walking down the out of your Jack Daniels, pretty nice. Uh, it was a great day. It was the first day where it wasn't 98 degrees, and then it was like 78 and sort of windy. Then it rained. Had to close all the windows, and it rained hard, and it was good. I love a good rainy day. And yeah, I was pretty psyched. It sort of replenished me. I uh, oh, is that why they threw her off the Olympics? Come on, folks. She blew positive for weed. Weed is not an enhancer. For good lord, I'd be the best guitarist in the world. For God's sakes. For non-alcohol, I really like Ice Tulsi Tea, Holy Basil. Let's look that up. Ice Tulsi. Is it Tulsi or Tulsa? Everybody's got like their cool like uh regional drinks and sometimes state drinks like mint juleps. I love mint juleps. Them things are freaking awesome. Tulsi. All right. Iced Tulsi. Fresh Tulsi tea, holy basil, how to masala herb. Oh, okay. This is not a famous American drink, masala herb. Is this Indian? Can you drink Tulsi tea cold? Oh, it has to be uh, holy basil. Oh, it has two names, Tulsi tea and holy basil. As the queen of herb and is referred to as a sacred plant infused with healing power. Yes, basil has healing powers. Yes. What are the benefits of drinking toasted water? Can act as an antioxidant for stress-related disorders and improve brain function. This is because Tulsi helps counter metabolic stress level in the body, normalizes external contributors like blood glucose and pressure. Yeah, I do believe that in witchcraft of food. I think fresh vegetables and all that stuff is really good for you. And I think we've likely lost some ancient healing things that some great grandmother knew about, like maybe 1,000 years ago. Eat this, and it'll I don't know, whatever you have. If you have constipation, or if you, I mean, nothing like if you eat this, it'll cure cancer. But I'm pretty sure, like whatever, if you had a headache, they knew a root for it. Uh, if you uh, cut yourself, they had knew how to pack it so it wouldn't get gangrene and have somebody have to chop your arm off or whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that those things were known, and now they're lost to ages because everything comes out of a tiny little plastic bottle with a what do they call it, a disclaimer. This pill may make you sterile forever. Oh, what? Well, I guess I'll take it anyway. It says may. Excuse me. Sorry about that. A lot of this is it's delicious. Yeah, I have some tea in there, but I think it's been there for 10 days. I don't know if it's still good. Anybody know how long tea in the refrigerator lasts? I was like, I hate to throw it out, and it's only been a week. I was like, a week? How long does iced tea? How long does lemonade last? All that stuff. I just don't drink as much sugary shit. I either drink. I generally drink only water or whiskey. I drink water with every meal and all the time. I never drink it. I never have sodas. I rarely get fruit juices or punches. I never get those energy drinks. Never buy energy drinks. I'm just always drinking water. But every now and then, I'm like, I want something different with dinner, right? So wine, a beer, or whatever. But generally, it's always water, which means I'm going to get not a mocktail, but a telltale. So, excuse me. So I'm always coughing and clearing my throat here, but this is a thing. I just mentioned it earlier. Uh, I live alone, right? I generally don't talk to people. Um, so I noticed this. Hey, Blondie, how you doing? I noticed that in these shows, I talk and then all of a sudden I have to cough and clear my throat, and it's because for like 12 hours, like I said, I live alone. I haven't talked to anybody, and I think talking all of a sudden, like the air rushing past and through, and kind of like begins to make all this glacier begin to melt, and which is I'm like, hi y'all, like wipe my nose, like y'all be like, oh, what are you doing on stream? Just go get out of here! Don't do that on live TV or whatever this is. So I'm trying not to be that guy. That's why I'm like, excuse me. I hope you don't mind that I run to the bathroom and like just kind of decompress my whole compression, which is gonna have to happen again. Gotta tell you, it's a wonderful thing. The creaking ebb and flow of, I guess, the whole apparatus that is us, and we all are slightly different. We all do the whole thing just slightly differently. Oh, really? Yeah, always like me, la 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 la. Oh boy. So Tulsa tea. I like the idea of this. I wonder what's a recipe for Tulsa tea? 5 fresh recipes for tea lovers. Herbal iced tea. Really? Where are the recipes for this? Wait, is Tulsa tea the? I guess you just boil it. Rosewater basil herbal tea. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it might have been like a mocktail. How to? All right. We're not down a rabbit hole. We're just investigating the rabbit hole. Oh man, we had a good time this morning. We were we had a really good conversation. Excuse me. Um. Okay, so what's the instruction? Get the instruction how to make toasted tea below. You can make toasted tea with fresh leaves or dried leaves. Also choose a holy basil tea. Okay, yeah. Apparently, you have to be able to buy it in a box because where am I gonna go? Each differs mostly from the look. Some being more green, other being purple. Besides the obvious taste difference, Ramala Tosi, Vana Tosi, Krishna Tosi, Shyam Tosi. Yeah, this sounds very Indian, as we used to say. Not Indian with a squad, Indian with a turban. Like, okay, I don't even know if that. I mean, I thought it was clever 20 years ago, but now I think it might be racist. Indian, not Indian with a squad, Indian with a turban, especially since the Indian community don't really wear turbans. I think that's the a sect of who are those? Who are the guys who are the calmest guys and never hurt anybody, and they never cut their hair and they wear turbans. Sikhs. right? Sikhs never hurt anybody. They're yeah. It's like excuse me, 1 second. Tell you, sometimes some stuff back there just don't want to budge. I was watching. I love watching nature stuff on YouTube, and I was watching this. Not glacier. A rock fall at Yosemite, and a guy happened to have caught it on his bike. And they were showing. Okay, we can close this. They were showing how, like, you see this thing falling, and it looks pretty big. It's a giant slab of granite on a mountain. And then they were like, they froze it. They were like, this piece of granite is like 700 feet long. It's like this was it's like as big as not 700 feet long, but it's like as big as like, you know, half a city block, tall as a brownstone. But it looks this big. So like, yo, I'm always like, we are so insignificant, but a whole bunch of us together are really wrecking the place. So make more love and less war. Um, the people aren't the problem. Just teach your people not to be assholes. That's what the problem is. Um, you should want to take care of the environment. At least I think so. I mean, don't you want to leave it to your kids so they can take care of the environment and leave it to their kids? Okay, I don't know what haps is going on here. The video quality is really bad and it hasn't gotten better. Right? It hasn't gotten better. All right, what do we got in this? Time you gotta go mute. I call. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Let's start this thing. We are always our 20 minutes is always the first 20 minutes of just being like talking and chilling. So we're gonna try chords and the Fridays used to be the day I did my podcast, and then I started this, and I guess I should do my podcast after this, but gotta tell you, I don't really know. I gotta figure out where everything goes. There are supposed to be 4 things I do regularly, um, on stream. But at this point, I'm like, I might as well just cut the camera on in the morning and just get a Patreon going and do what people want me to do all day, as long as I can play guitar and cook. That's what I like to do. Um, and entice other people to play guitar. And maybe if I did get a Patreon, I'd be able to actually get people and buy guitars and just be like, we're a guitar gang. That's what we do. We play guitar. All right. When I cut that out, it's a cloudy night. What was that? Huh. All right. We're going to let that go because I'm not trying to be tech tonight. I don't have any money in my will, kids. But here's that environmental problem. Here's your legacy. Congratulations. Don't spend it all on one planet. Exactly. I love it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I try and be clever and witty and funny as often as possible. I learned early that since I like to talk and I like to talk to people, they should at least enjoy listening to me, you know? So I try not to be cold and dry, but also try and be informative. So I don't know. I have a hit and miss relationship with that philosophy. But that's good. You want people laughing in that situation. Oh, you know what? Let's share this because this is pretty funny. I love it. Present on screen. So yeah, I sent my buddy this thing about rules for rulers. It's on YouTube, and it's essentially how people run like it's like The Prince by Machiavelli. You ever read that? I perused it a lot. I didn't fully read it, and when I was trying to read it back in the day, I was basically always sweetly like inebriated, like mentally like flossing. And I was like, yeah. Wow, it makes so much sense. I don't remember any of it. There's several things I can't do. I can't read. Like I can watch a movie like toasted and totally get it, but I cannot read that way. I cannot read that way. And when I read, I fall in. If it's 1 o'clock and I pick up a book and I like it and I fall in, I'll get up to go to the bathroom and check the time, and it'll be 90 minutes in a shot. Right? Sometimes you read so much in like daylight, and then all of a sudden your eyes hurt and you realize that the sun went down. Good books. Well, I used to have a core of friends. We would pass around good books. That was a nice little squad of people too. But people don't read anymore. You watch the death toll of America will be, all these book companies not selling books anymore. Everything going online, and then you're gonna be like, wow, people aren't even collecting books. Ugh. You do not want to be around stupid people, especially stupid people with power, like a senator, let's say. Whew. I'm still waiting on that comment with our name on it because this is ridiculous. And it'll probably be like, what's that movie? There's a movie that they were talking about how if you die, you're definitely going to die, right? And what happens is, like, your body steps aside, and then your soul steps aside and watches what happens, and your body goes on autopilot and may get hit by the car or make it. And the whole thing is that we don't know, but it's like, oh, there really is no trauma, but your kind of time is over, and this has to so come with us. And I've always liked that version of it, right? That if there is a God, you don't need to like suffer under like whatever horrible accident that ended you, or like if you just fall asleep at your home, right? It's the idea that you're seeing yourself sleeping in bed and you go, oh man, messed up, and then you just kind of go on to the next level. But all European stories about it are always about heaven and hell and being bad. It's about you gotta listen. And if you listen to the Pope and you listen to the King, you listen to the bishops. It's about listening. It really is about listening. It's about shutting your trap, listen to the good book that I just told you, and you listen. Yeah, you cannot do what I'm doing to these young ladies because I'm the preacher, right? You be celibate. All right. So 100 years later, we're all like, oh, all right, we're not serfs. We can read all this stuff that you wrote 500 years ago. Like what did I say on a couple of days ago? Like if you're not, I said this on TJ's podcast. Uh, if you're curious and have an internet connection, you know what's been going on forever, right? Because all the stuff, like we just mentioned, Machiavelli and the Prince, how he told people, how he told rulers how to rule. Back then when he wrote that, like it was scandal. It was absolutely right, but it was scandalous. But only people who could read it were in government, like popes and kings and blah, blah, blah. The serfs couldn't read it. Now you go, this is how they screw us over, man. I have faith in running for office. There's no way I'm gonna win anything. Power does not give up power. You have to take power. And power is not money. We talked about that yesterday. Power is not money. Money is money. Power is power. If you have power, then you have money. Like the Queen of England. She has power and she also has money, right? What's up, Brian? But Epstein had money and money and money. He had no power. Whereas Epstein, Bill Clinton has a lot of allegations 30 years ago, and he's got more since then. He's not going to jail. They're talking about putting Trump in jail. Trump is not going anywhere. Trump is a powerful man now. I mean, it's not like you were once president, now you go back to being an obscure. No, you know, it's never that. You're always, and there's only ever 5 of them running around. If they're really young, there might be 6. So Obama might be around for 50 years. The great Jimmy Carter became president young. One term of whatever. I think he was, I want to say 40. He might have been a little younger than that, but I think it was like 40. And he's been an ex-president since, I want to say 1977. So yeah. All these other guys get in at 70 and 80, and they'll be ex-presidents for 10 or 20 years. But yeah, God bless him. I think he's my favorite president. But yeah, how old is Obama? Obama is maybe 60, and he's been out of office for 8 and plus 4 for Trump. So he's been out of office for 12 years. He looks so close till he's 80. So and there's only ever 5 of them, right? So, it is what it is. The oldest living president now is Jimmy Carter. Again, I think he got a bad rap. I think he's a great man. How you doing, Brian? Yes, Muscovale. What is Muscovale? Yes, with great power comes exactly. Yeah, he's discredited. But this is why the Democrats don't bring him out for anything, because people are like, man, right? The blacks are like, yo, you screwed us up with this stuff, and like all these women are like, man, Me Too movement. They're like, but they'll bring him out for a statement. Like there was a statement with him and Obama, or the ex-president, him, Obama, Bush, talking about getting vaccinated. I totally get that, but he's not showing up at your press conference, not press conference, your political rally, going, we need you to vote more Democrats in, because people are like, blah, you're problematic, and your wife is problematic too. So now they go to the young guard, which makes sense. You don't want to keep, you can revere him privately, but you can't have him out with people you want to influence if they have an issue with him. You know what I'm saying? George Herbert Walker, man, he wasn't my favorite president, but I mad respect for that guy. That guy should have been president. He really should have been president. Everything he did, from War Hero on, there's video of them pulling him out of the sea of his shot down plane, right? That is next level. Wow, the nation should watch you as you move on through but again, he was also a son of another patriarch, Preston Bush, right? Preston Bush was essentially Joe Kennedy, right? It's just, let me set up this dynasty so my kids can rule forever. And people are like, oh, no, I don't want to be ruled by you ass tards. I want healthcare, right? And this whole weed thing that you're patting yourself on the back about, people told you about this shit in the 70s. So don't take too wide a victory lap, So it gets all just goofy. Excuse me. Hey, we got some Texas people up here. Get in there. I saw that. Oh, by the way, I saw that meal you cooked, Brian. I was like, Jesus, man, that is a lot of vegetables, but even more freaking steak. Woo! I was hoping that you were sharing it with people. I, for one, loved Obama's healthcare plan. I think it was a horrible plan. It was not a politician plan. It was a lawyer's plan. It was this mealy mouth bullshit. It's time, just like I just said, weed, people make weed legal in 1972, and now it's finally legal in 2012, right? And not even the whole country. People are telling you now, we want fucking universal health care. We're sick of being perpetually robbed. None of this makes any sense. Excuse me. They're going to give you universal health care when you're about to tear the walls down. And I think it's going to come. I just think it's going to be in like 30 years. I really do. And where every serious nation at our level has it now. Because America, the first thing America is about is commerce. From the day we were founded, people were commerce, stuff was commerce. Kill all the bears if we can't raise cattle here. Kill all the wolves if we can't. It's always been about, now the whole place becomes unbalanced, but you killed all this shit, right? And you got to import stuff. And here's the funny thing about importing wolves to Yellowstone. Shit is different in other places, right? American wolves are big, but Canadian wolves are ginormous. So you brought all these Canadian wolves here. The native wolves are like, hey, we want no problems. That's cool. We want no problems. I mean, you should really look up online the difference between Canadian wolves and American wolves. It's wolves. Uh, wolves. Wolves are amazing creatures. They kill grizzly bears. Yeah, and grizzly bears kill wolves, but it takes about 10. I want to say a pack, right? At least 10 to kill a grizzly bear. They nip it and nip it and nip it and nip it, and then nip it and nip it. Every time it turns around, one runs up and bites it in the ass, and he turns around. So eventually, I think they tire it out and it bleeds out, right? But they don't eat it. They just kill it because they're enemies. But every now and then, a bear gets one of them, and that's their ass because a bear is like 3,000 pounds, and a wolf maybe 175, maybe 250. I mean, these are not 250. 250 is a dude. I say those Canadian wolves have got to be like, they've got to be like 200 pounds. They're big ass wolves. Canadian wolf versus American. How heavy? How heavy is a Canadian wolf? How heavy is a Canadian wolf? Male wolves can weigh up to 20 to 70 kilograms. You know what, people? You're fucking killing me. If you're gonna do this, just put both of them up to 20 kilograms and XYZ pounds. So a kilogram is what? 3 pounds? That can't be right. So that says 210 pounds. Canadian Grey Wolf Wild Federation. How much does the wolf weigh? 18 to 55 kilograms. You people really piss me off. Average wolf. 70 to 145 pounds. Females weigh 60 to 100 pounds. So what did I say? 200? Yeah, that's way too much. But like the Canadian variant versus the American variant is very different creatures. Lamb chop, man, stop it! I have to have cornflakes for dinner. You're killing me. Lamb chops. Big ass wolves. You ain't getting it. 2.2 pounds. Right. Okay. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. I might as well just start converting the metrics like everybody else is. But it's funny. Everything else is metric here, right? So I'm sure as a nurse, you do the metric system, right? You do kilograms and milligrams, and CC is metric. Isn't CC metric? But here we don't. I mean, you don't put ounces in, half an ounce of saline solution or whatever. So it's just one of two countries not messing with like the metric system. Us in like some third world burg. I think it's like Latvia or something ridiculous. Oh my God, it's almost been an hour. Let's do these. Let's put this over here. Let's do this metronome work and finger work and stop searching the web. All right, we can lower this a lot. Slow and steady. We're going to do slow and steady. Let's do 40, and we're going to turn this metronome down. That's not to really bother people. Oh, that's too far down. Yeah, that we can go a little faster than that. Let's try 50. Yeah, all right. So, let's check the chat. Yeah, right. Beans and Franks is one of my faves. Still one of my faves. Like peanut butter and jelly is still one of my faves. Beans and Franks. But it's not one of those things that you can cook on a first date. I thought things were going well. What happened? Beans and Franks is what happened. I put on my finest dress. It's an American classic. Shut up. Who cares an American classic? It's Beans and Franks. All right, so we're going to try this. Yeah, exactly. Like if I'm gonna have peanut butter and jelly and a whiskey, then I'll have peanut butter and jelly. I don't want my whiskey tasting like peanut butter and jelly. All right, we're going to do spiders on 5. The hard thing is, I'm. What is going on with the I think I'm racing the metronome. Bop, 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 bop. All right, I'm not even going to torture y'all with this. I'm going to work on this alone because I'm telling you, it's really is frustrating. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We could clean the place. We could set up an actual schedule. Wow. All right. Wow. And we got a list of shit we got to do. Absolutely. Maybe we'll just fiddle and talk shit. Yo, here's the thing. My kitchen is always clean. I do a lot of cooking. So my place is a mess, but my kitchen is clean. I have a rule. I never leave any dishes in the sink overnight, ever. And it's gotten to the point now I wash everything as I use it now. Even when I have a couple of cooking streams on my YouTube channel. And they're hour-long stream, right? My style is I prefer to stream it all out because I don't like to edit, but it's a choice. But when I cooked, I need to put another cooking video up. You can see me washing stuff and using stuff and complain that I'll wash this and then pull it out and use it again. But I could go for steak and eggs in the morning. That means I would have to stake that steak out now. I would have to take that steak out now, which does not sound like a bad idea. But I also have a ton of. I bought Asian food yesterday. That's the third time I bought it in a year. Chinese food, beef and broccoli, and fried rice. Didn't even eat it. It's sitting in the fridge untouched. It's funny because I have all this stuff in there that can make beef and broccoli and fried rice. I should probably make it tomorrow. So I remember this one. No, I do not. See, remember this one this morning? Yes, me, la bop, bop, bop. Should you think I should clean the kitchen on stream? Read the list, please. Read the list, please. I have a dishwasher. I never use it. I never generate enough dishes for a dishwasher. I love all that food. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are some things that you should just know how to do. Uh, I've had a girlfriend or two who did not know how to do the dishes. One in particular because she had a maid in her house and she never did anything. She couldn't do anything. I mean, I liked them. I was like, some of this stuff, even if you didn't learn it in your house, you should have learned it away at school. Yeah, she had a maid. Yeah, exactly. I am the maid. Spiders. So Haps, well, I like the fact that you can game on it, but the picture quality, we're just gonna do spiders without the metronome. The picture quality, we're gonna try and keep on pace ourselves. The picture quality can't drop to like you shot it with a rock out of nowhere and then come back. It's video gaming. People are not gonna be happy about it. It's sort of like if you were a wedding photographer and every other picture of the video had your thumb over it. People will be really unhappy. Okay. I really have to work on this. And they were saying really how, and then you do this and you dislodge the pick. All right, you got to reset the pick. There's a lot going on here that I actually did not anticipate. You are a wedding photographer? Wow, how awesome is that? I'm surprised they can make any money considering everybody has a camera on them. Just send me your footage. All right. Apparently, Mike's. See, this is what happens when you begin practicing badly, practicing wrongly, practicing incorrectly. Good Lord, man! You think that I was new to the language? I was only doing downstrokes on the strings, and I've sort of gotten into a habit when I should have been doing, like I was hitting on every string down when I should have been hitting them down up, right? So, that's still really off, but you know what I'm saying? Like if I do it just going down, I'm better, and I shouldn't be. So now you're not supposed to be plucking both up and down. You're proving that doing it wrong, you're better at. So you're supposed to be plucking down. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I'm bad at the. What in the world? I'm just gonna call that a callus. Right. So. You're not landing. See what I mean? So the problem was my placement, my finger placement. See, but that's still all me plucking down. So I've gotten better at a bad technique, and I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. I should have been down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and the down, up, down, down. Wow. I'm gonna have to practice strumming. On metronome too, so. I'm always shanking it. Like I'm always getting this. playing a sitar. Yeah, see, I can't. I sort of have to relearn the distance between the strings again. Oh, exactly. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Now you had to use actual film. Now you can just store it on like a trillion gig freaking scan disk. Yeah. I guess it is a callus. I don't want to rip it off though, because under callus is all this tender skin, right? So it'll deal with itself. I was washing my hands before I play to get oils off the strings and stuff, and then my hands were soft and like wet and not like super, not like bathing like fingers, bathtub fingers or anything. But yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I need to start washing my hands because this is not. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Dang it. That's a little. That's I want to say the E minor. Is that right? Who knows, man? Thank you. It sounds good. You are kind. You are really kind. You can do it. I really appreciate it. But it sounds good. I'm just gonna take that, pat myself on the back. Although I don't think it's deserved, but thank you. I just found a roll of 35mm Kodak film in the fridge a month ago. Wow. How you gonna get it? Where would you? Wow. How would you even get it developed? Does anybody even develop film anymore? Huh. I wonder. You should definitely get it developed. I mean, wow. Talk about things that die. I still have a photo album, and my mom has a ton of them, of family photos. But now no one has photo albums anymore. It's all in the cloud, right? I used to have I used to know a woman who I was hanging out with her, and she was going through a photo album with scissors, and I was like, "These are your memories. Like, you might as well just be cutting people's eyes out of pictures." I was like, "Are you beheading people in pictures? What in the world? We're not friends." I'm like, "You still want to know what they look like?" I don't know. Well, I mean, that was an interesting conversation, but if it works for you, yes, exactly. That clear, like what was that? No, I don't know what. Come on, man. This is not hard. I need to apply more pressure on these strings and more accuracy. All right. What I need to do F flat G, the A, B, C. So wait, so if this is my F, all right, what did I say? Acetate, sheath, right? What did I say? Right. Yeah. Right. I think you might. I think you're closer to what it was than I was. The modern miracle of 3M and all their chemicals. This pentatonic thing is really just. I think 3M made my bobs. Ooh-wee. Which one of these is the worst? I don't know how those are not. These strings sound really. I mean, I'm just gonna blame it on the strings. Hold on. Where is this metronome? Tuner. I like this tuner because as you speak, it tells you what you're speaking in. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, da. Yeah, look at that thing move. All right. Oop, missed one. Could the air do this for you? Yeah. Wait a minute, what just happened? Perfect. Perfect. Why am I tightening this to be flat? Oh, because I'm tightening the wrong damn thing. All right, so I just threw the pinky out of whack. Oh, that's not good. Let's try this. Yeah. I would like to fully apologize for this. Ah. All right. Well, I really mucked this up. That is tuned. Really? Oh my God. Thank you. If you said boobs, you would get banned. Oh my goodness. But everybody likes boobs, unless they're boobs. It says I'm in tune. So what is going on here? You know what? I'm telling you, in like 9 months, we're gonna be really. So there's a story coming up about a queer. It says valedictorian whose speech was cut off, and I'm like, can you use the term queer? This is NBC News, by the way, using the term queer. And my second thing is, so what? At this point, I don't care what 18-year-olds have to say about anything. I don't. I wish you well in life. I mean, I'm glad you graduated with the best, but at this point, some life experience. And also, I think these assholes who run these schools should at least they work this hard. Let them say whatever. It's not taking money out of your pocket. This whole thing is stupid. I don't want to humor them, and I don't want to humor the schools, but both of them are wrong. However, if I had to say which one was wrong, I'd say it has to be the school. Let your valedictorian say whatever, and you're never going to see him again. But no, you cut somebody's mic off to ruin their big day. I wish schools would just go, all right, that's above the pale, and you need to go. Send a message. It's all this. I don't care what you want going on in America, and that's the problem. We're all supposed to be familiar, We're all, but yeah, the stuff like he's got a right, and he won this grand honor. How dare you mar it? It's like the cops. We do whatever we want. We're protected, right? It's all that kind of energy. Teachers who hate students. Oh God, it's ridiculous. If the Yeah, that's why I thought queer was bad, right? Queer valedictorian whose speech was cut off explains what happened. Let me guess. You said something bad. Let me look up see if queer is a bad word. Because queer used to mean odd, right? But you can't use queer anymore for anything. Retarded used to mean stunted, but you can't use retarded for anything. Gay used to mean happy. Gaiety, can't use gay for anything. Queer is a prerogative, not prerogative, a prerogative. Let's just go with derogatory. What does queer mean? A former slur is reclaimed. Isn't queer a bad word? No, sometimes and no, sometimes and yes. If you've got, then it's not a bad word. Fucking make up your mind, people. It can't mean all things. No, sometimes and yes. Shut up. Ugh. I'm just tired. I'm tired of trying to support people who are fucking confusing. It should not be this hard to fucking support you. Is it a bad word or not? Is an umbrella term for sexual and gender minorities who are not heterosexual or not cisgender. Cisgender is a fucking made up word too. Cis. Then you want me to humor all these words that no, I can't fucking even with you. No, 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 I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. Derogative. I was thinking of not prerogative, but a per, perjective, a pejorative is what I was thinking of. A pejorative? I think pejorative means derogatory, essentially. Pejorative. Pejorative. An expression contempt or disapproval. Permissiveness is used almost universally as a pejorative. A work of expressing contempt or disapproval. Yeah, I thought it was a pejorative. A pejorative or slur is a word grammatical form expressing a negative or disrespectful connotation, a low opinion, or a lack of respect towards someone or something. It is also used to express criticism, hostility, or disregard. There you have it. I heard my great friends say it's bad but okay to use among them only. Yeah, okay. Why is everybody trying to? Oh my God! TJ showed the funniest clip on his sub. Oh yeah, yeah. I used to love that song. I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. I live my life. Yeah, he ran amok, did all the drugs, banged all the girls, got like 9,000 kids, and a drug problem. Yeah, but I mean, money is nice, but if you're just gonna run wild and kill yourself off early while your handlers watch and pay themselves, it's sad. Yeah, and I'm never afraid to speak. I say whatever the fuck I want, and I hope not to offend you, but if I do offend you, you need to explain to me where the offense came in. I'm just not going to take a lecture from you and change my behavior, which is what a lot of this nonsense seems to be. And I'm black, descended from slaves. I'm humoring none of this shit. I'm not. I had this woman call me a racist. I'm not a racist, an anti-Semite. I was like, you're a fucking not homophobe. You're a fucking racist. She was like, and I'm like, yeah, I can play that game too. I got history on my side. What are you talking to me? People who run out of conversation or don't have good conversation will try and shut you down somehow. I'm offended, right? You ever be at a party, everybody's having a good time. This actually happened to me. You've got like a couple of guys and a couple of girls at a house party in the kitchen on the roof, just talking, and one of their friends is an asshole. I've also had it on the other end where we were talking to these girls, and one of my friends, the dude, was an asshole. Just kind of like, man, we're trying to talk to these. What are you doing, man? Now I'm babysitting you? No, and in the case I was talking about, guys were trying to like, and she just, we should leave. I'm hungry. Why are we here? Let's like, why don't you leave? We're all trying to, it's it is weird. But yeah, there are those people who just want to shut the fun down. You should always go, why don't you go? The rest of us will hang. What, did I say homo? Oh my God, I hope I did not say homo. Homophobe, right? I think that's what I said. But yeah, I'm too really gets me in trouble. Um, I am a fan of people, and as a fan of people, I like to talk to everybody, even people I don't like. But some people are absolutely ridiculous, and when you meet them, you shut them down. At least I shut them down, so they know not to come talk to me anymore. Or I try and win them over, which is a harder but more fun avenue to take. All right, we have to learn this. Get your money's worth clock. We have to learn this pentatonic. We have to do some arts and craft. We've actually got like a honeydew list. We've got enough art supplies to fucking knock this shit out. Um, can I clean up, straighten up, get rid of all this paper, throw out stuff as I compile and catalog and coordinate all this excess written art stuff that I have short stories, poems, blah, 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 into one pile while I'm cleaning up, throwing out, and doing arts and crafts? I don't think so. I probably could though. I wonder how much. What time is it? It's 8:20. I wonder how much I could get done now. I'm not starting now. I'll probably do two more streams tonight. Uh, where is my man Biz? I wonder if TJ is. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if we can't do that. Let's see if we can pop this open in a new window, new tab. Printcast can't even. All right, let's see if we can. Ooh, we don't want to. I clicked on the wrong thing yesterday. And I thought I ended the stream, but let's do this. New tab, add tab, duplicate. I don't think I want to duplicate. Man. All right. You know what? Where's my phone? I don't think I have apps on this phone. All right. So, I've got some stuff on this and my other, then other stuff on this and my other, but never. I'm just all over the place. I need to better. My crazy needs to be better scheduled, not scheduled. My crazy is just all over the place. The term "get your shit together." My shit is untogether. I have to wander around gathering up my shit to put it in one place. All my nonsense is all over the place, and it should be better categorized, quite frankly. Mm. All right, so I guess I was also supposed to download the. It's not on here. Sign up. What? What is going on? All right. All right. Well, I guess we'll close that. We didn't do a lot today. We're not over though, but we still didn't do a lot. I'm sad about it. We're supposed to stand up and do some playing. Guess I could at least stand up. Tilt this up a tad. No mic, right? All right, no mic is in frame. We step back a little bit. We push this back a little bit, and we try not to behead ourselves on cam. So day 14, PM session. The weekend. Um, we have to come up with some blues riff so it's fun to play. I don't really know any. I was supposed to search some out, but I sort of got caught in a western because those who know I like westerns. Not crazy about country music, but I do love a western. I was caught into ER fresh from Detroit. Yeah, I was gonna paint the bottle cap. Yes. All right. So should we crash it out and go annoy people? That way we can just. I can probably mute myself and play a little side guitar in his stream. Yeah, I think we're gonna crash out. It's Friday. We're gonna end long before 11. um, I've got to get some food in me. I'm gonna have to call my man Smooth Panic and see if he can help me come up with a guitar thing. And we have to do the schedule. With the schedule? The schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories. Exercises, scales, chords, theory, which you might let some of that go. Sight reading, we want to get good at. Improvisation, I think, is under sight reading, and ear training. So the stuff we're really going to exercise are the scales, the chords, and the finger exercises. We really want to get a grip on sight reading, reading sheet music fast, like, that'd be awesome. And ear training, because that way you could hear something on the radio and go, I know those chords, right? Some of this stuff we might, like songwriting, that might be one show, because uh, from what I look at, they're like 4 or 5 pages. How to write a song, what you should look for, what you should not, and then there's several types of songs where the progressions are different. I think that's all on you, really, right? Isn't that all in your head? But how to write a song, I want you to write songs. I want to encourage you to, write a song about how nice her bob is. Oh, look at the bob on her. I'm gonna use that word that's my new favorite word. It's like a you had to be there kind of thing. Just looking at bobs. People are like, oh, wait, what? We can hang. Yes, we absolutely are going to go bug TJ. That's so much fun. Thank you. Yeah. Oh no, I think you're the best. Thank you. I would love to train my ears to do it. Oh my goodness. Bob's. Yes, we are a fan of Bob's. Okay, so we are going to crash this out. Well, not in the next 12 minutes. Let's do it in the next 5. We know what we're doing. We just went through some small stuff in the book that we're definitely going to start knocking out. And like I said, we're going to start working from this way over. I guess I'll get nicely lit tonight and start it. Maybe I'll get another desk and bring my Mac in there. How many computers does one guy need? It's a good question. So, well, we might crash this out early. All right, we've been live for an hour and 23 minutes. And I guess this is where we close out. Remember, we do 2-a-days, 7 in the morning, 7 in the PM. We do every days, Sunday through Sunday, right? In between those is where life happens. We will not be missing these days. I will do my 30 minutes. I'm going to have to actually record some of those and just start dropping them versus doing them live. My priority is these live shows to talk to you. But I'm going to do the political stuff because I'm not faking. I don't want you to like me if you don't like my politics, right? I just think that's fair. I want to sit here and have all these women fans, and you found out that I'm a hateful I'm a hateful woman. Yeah, I don't want to have all these women fans and have you all find out that I'm a hateful woman. So yes. Hope to see you again soon. Have a great night. Think about dinner. Yeah, so do I. Thank you for coming up and talking to me. You are always awesome. I will see you, Blondie, in the next one. So super awesome you are. All right, everyone. It is officially 8:30. So that's it. We can cut you off. We will see you in the next one, which is tomorrow, 7 a.m. And after that, we'll see you in the after one, which is 7 p.m. July 4th is coming. That might be my first away thing. I may go to the beach or something, sort of try and get a hot dog, so sort of have some fun in it, get my lonely ass out of this house and go talk to peoples with like 9 masks on and 12 feet distance. Especially now that you can't have fireworks in some places. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. July 4th. The second one, this in a pandemic. We'll see what happens. All right. Remember, God is love, and you are made of godly stuff. And if you don't believe in God, you are made of stardust. And the cosmos is an amazing and incredible thing. And if you're made of that, how are you not amazing and incredible? So either way, I don't see how you are not a beautiful and exalted thing that I am a fan of. You should remember that. Do yourself right with that in mind. Do other people right with that in mind. Pick up a guitar. We'll be here every day. I got mad love for you. Let's tip this down a little bit. I got mad love for you. And I will see you, where's it off, in the next one. All right. Peace out. If I'll be here, but just in case you're not here, have a good 4th. Happy July 4th. Happy Independence Day. Nurse Blondie, thanks for coming through. I always love talking to you. Hey, Brian, you came back. We about to end it. Thanks for coming through, bro. And Let It Be, thanks for coming through earlier. And we will see you in the next one. Peace.